15,000 households lifted out of extreme poverty. Prime Minister to launch National AI Office. Salam Malaysia Madani, I'm Olivia Nicholas and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said a total of 15,000 heads of households have been lifted out of extreme poverty throughout this year. He stated that this figure is part of the 80,000 heads of households identified on the extreme poverty list for 2024.
He said the government remains committed to assisting the people through targeted aid despite frequent criticism for some quarters.
Sebab itu, bila saya ambil alih tanggungjawab dari Perdana Menteri, saya minta senarai. Berapa orang di Malaysia ini yang masuk miskin tegar? Miskin tegar ni maknanya susu anak tak cukup nak beli. Uniform sekolah tak beli. Makan kadang-kadang tak cukup. Takkan saya nak duduk selesa sebagai Perdana Menteri dan biar orang macam itu. Jadi saya kata bagi senarai itu, kita kena bagi selesai tahun itu juga. Yang kita kata itu, yang kita kata noktah miskin tegar.
He was speaking at the Prime Minister's community engagement event at Arena Square, Pekan, Isnin today. Also present were Perak Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Sarani Mohamad and Political Secretary to the Finance Minister Muhammad Kamil Abdul Munin.
On another matter, the Prime Minister said Malaysia's application to become a BRICS partner has received strong and solid support from all BRICS members, including Russia, China and India, during a meeting of the 8 founding members of the bloc. Datuk Seri Anwar said this was shared by the Ethiopian Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, during their meeting at Sri Perdana Complex in Putrajaya today.
Menteri India Narendra Modi, dia kata nama negara yang pertama diusulkan Malaysia. Putin cadang sokongan kuat dan padu oleh negara China dan India dan Brazil dan Ethiopia dan Afrika Selatan. Terus tak ada soal orang terima Malaysia ini sebagai anggota BRICS yang baru.
The Premier also shared that Dr. Abiy mentioned out of more than 30 countries that applied to join BRICS, Malaysia is among those that successfully became a partner of the bloc. Malaysia was officially recognized as one of the 30 new partner countries in BRICS last Thursday.
The implementation of the Sejati Madani or Sejati Madani program to empower the community through socio-economic improvement activities will, among others, involve all villages nationwide.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said although the program could not be implemented in all the villages simultaneously, it is up to the parties responsible to improve the village economy.
Jadi Sejati Madani ini kita seolah-olah bagi satu tanggungjawab, cabaran langsung pada orang kampung. Nah, paling minimal 50,000, maksimal 100,000. Imamnya, ketua kampungnya, pengulunya, persatuan beliannya, wanitanya, datang kuasa masjidnya, duduklah runding betul-betul. Teman bagi dana, wang, koma putuskan. Apa yang nak buat, bagi kepentingan orang kampung. Ada yang beli traktor, ada yang beli bot, tapi keputusan itu bukan keputusan seorang. Keputusan wakil masyarakat kampung yang boleh hidupkan ekonomi dia.
Speaking at an event with the community of Padang Rengas today, the Prime Minister advised the village community to make the best decision to ensure the success of the program, adding that 1 billion ringgit is allocated for the initiative in the 2025 budget.
On a related note, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil said every community needs to play a role in disseminating information regarding various government initiatives, including the Sejati Madani program, so that no one is excluded from receiving its benefits.
He stated that the various initiatives and allocations provided by the government should also be seized in the effort to enhance the socio-economic conditions of the local community.
Saya telah mengerahkan Jabatan Penerangan dan juga khususnya badan seperti organisasi seperti Komuniti Madani untuk pertama tingkatkan pemahaman tentang cara membuat permohonan. Kedua, kita akan kenal pasti komuniti-komuniti yang sewajarnya layak tapi mungkin mereka tak tahu ataupun mereka tidak faham cara untuk membuat permohonan itu. Jadi kita akan buat langkah yang proaktif, reach out kepada komuniti-komuniti ini dan membantu mereka untuk membuat permohonan tersebut.
Fahmi, who is also the Lembah Pantai MP, was met after handing over of Deepawali contribution to 250 Hindus in his constituency at the Arulmigu Sri Ramalingeshwara Temple, Bangsa. On the contributions made today, Fahmi said it reflected the government's commitment to helping the community and announced an additional allocation of 20,000 ringgit for the temple community.
Next, investment advisor to ensure opportunities realized for country's progress.
Welcome to On the Table.
Obviously, there are two main engines of growth in any economies.
What are the implications of Malaysia's growth on employment, income levels, and also standard of living per population?
From a historical perspective, it's been good.
The capacity in our country can be built to be in the same level as the world standards.
Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim is expected to launch the National Artificial Intelligence Office in Kuala Lumpur on the 12th of December. Digital Minister Gobind Singh Deo said the office will play a key role in helping the government formulate appropriate policies for artificial intelligence AI development and drafting relevant laws for AI.
Kita akan dapat input daripada seluruh industri berkaitan dengan apakah sebenarnya keperluan industri apabila kita bergerak ke arah AI ini. Kita kena menyediakan negara kita untuk AI dan apabila kita laksanakan tugas tersebut, kita lihat kepada aspek bagaimana ianya akan membawa benefits ataupun kebaikan, tapi dalam masa sama juga ada risiko yang terlibat. Jadi kita kena lihat bagaimana kita boleh balance lah.
He said this after officiating the GDS Data Center Supply Chain Ecosystem Summit in Johor Bahru today. The National Artificial Intelligence Office is expected to enhance the country's AI capabilities by fostering innovation, promoting cross-sector collaboration and supporting AI integration within the government's framework, industry and society.
Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said the appointment of Dato Sri Dr. Wee Ka Seong as the investment advisor for the Chinese community in Malaysia does not affect Dato Sri Dr. Wee's image or position as MCA president. He said the appointment was based on a mutual understanding and to ensure investment opportunities are realized for the country's progress.
Dato Sri Ahmad Zahid explained that the appointment acts as an appreciation for Dato Sri Wee's role in bringing in investors from China. It is also to assist the Deputy Premier as the Halal Industry Development Council Chairman.
Ini berdasarkan pada latar belakang dan pengalaman beliau dan beliau akan melakukan follow through atau tindakan susulan untuk senarai bakal-bakal pelabur itu untuk melabur di industri dalam bidang industri halal ya.
He said this after officiating the 2024 Pahang BN Convention at Dewan Tun Razak in Temerloh. Dato Sri Wee, in a news portal report yesterday, said he was driven to leverage the party's relationship with the Chinese government and make the appointment a platform to promote good relations and cooperation between the two countries.
Agriculture and Food Security Minister Dato Sri Muhammad Sabu said the construction of 20 additional pump units valued at 20 million ringgit previously announced by Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim is expected to be completed and operational in August 2025. He explained that the procurement process for the project has already commenced, which includes the development of a suitable pump site to ensure optimal functionality.
Sedang dilakukan bila berlaku kemarau dan kita minta kawasan Kada ini menyediakan air, tetapi pam tidak boleh digunakan kerana tak sampai kepada sungai itu. Maka Perdana Menteri meluluskan segera 20 juta untuk pengairan di Kemubu itu, tapi terpaksa dibuat pembangunan yang lain supaya pam air itu sampai kepada Sungai Kelantan.
He made these remarks to reporters after presenting certificates to 48 chief farmers of the Kemasin Semara Integrated Agricultural Development Area in Tok Bali today. Earlier this month, Dato Sri Anwar had instructed the expedited procurement of the 20 water pump units for use in Kelantan due to the prolonged drought.
On another note, Dato Sri Muhammad pledges that his ministry will conduct a thorough checking and investigate allegations that imported Shine Muscat grapes are said to contain toxic chemicals. He commented that the study will be conducted by the Malaysian Agricultural Research and Development Institute, MARDI, Malaysian Quarantine and Inspection Services, MAKIS, and the Biosecurity Division of the Department of Agriculture to verify the claims made by Thailand agencies previously.
He said the step is crucial to ensure that the imported fruits are not contaminated with hazardous toxins.
Kita akan pergi kepada pihak yang membuat kajian, terutama dan MARDI dan makmal kita untuk kajian dan pengesahan. Ya, kita melihat semua hal importan ini memang kerajaan kita amat teliti. Dan soal-soal kalau ada apa-apa yang dilihat sebagai keracunan dan sebagainya.
Last Thursday, the Thai Pesticide Alert Network Thaipan issued a warning on the contamination of Shine Muscat grapes after finding that most of the samples collected contained hazardous chemical residues exceeding the maximum allowable levels.
Budget 2025 provides various initiatives that will greatly benefit the youth of the country. The government encourages young people to be more competitive in the fields of employment and entrepreneurship. My Sarah Fauzi has a report.
Kerajaan Madani sentiasa menitik beratkan soal pendapatan rakyat. Penstrukturan ekonomi hanya dianggap berjaya apabila rakyat meraih gaji dan upah yang bermakna untuk menjalani hidup yang lebih selesa.
Efforts such as raising the minimum wage rate and empowering the Tunas Usahawan Belia Bumi Putra program shows how keen the Madani government is in assisting youth dealing with living expenses. That effort also sparks youth to become young entrepreneurs, thus ensuring their progression in the country.
Jadi sebagai anak muda, kita perlu bersama-sama untuk mengambil peluang dan juga berusaha bagi kita menempatkan diri kita sebahagian daripada penyumbang ataupun pemain dari segi pelbagai sektor. Maka harapan saya sangat tinggi kepada anak muda supaya kita terus bergerak dan seiring dengan dasar-dasar yang telah dibuat oleh kerajaan.
For craft entrepreneur, Halida Akila Nasis, who once participated in the Tunas Usahawan Belia Bumi Putra program, the initiative enables entrepreneurs to utilize the current technology to empower their businesses.
Sebab kalau ikutkan kita sekarang lebih kepada ke arah digital. Jadi kita sendiri usahawan tak boleh nak ditakut yang lama. Kita kena lebih ke arah yang digital dah, kena buat e-commerce, kita kena ada website sendiri, kita kena join TikTok trending, kita kena ada Shopee, macam tu lah.
Meanwhile, Johor Unity Ambassador Lim San Shin described the minimum wage hike as a progressive step by the government in the youth empowerment agenda. Young people are encouraged to take advantage of the measure, followed by organised economic management.
Kalau kita mempunyai pendapatan ataupun income yang banyak, tinggi, tapi kita tidak pandai menguruskan kewangan, itu pun satu perkara yang tidak elok dan kita kena cuba perbetulkan dengan adanya literasi.
Maisara Fauzi, RTM.
Alliance Bank Malaysia Berhad expects the budget 2025 to stimulate additional investments in Malaysia and prove the government's persistent efforts to strengthen the nation's economic fundamentals. Group Chief Executive Officer Kelly Kam Chi Keong said this is a progressive budget that has a prudent balance between the economy, sustainability, the adoption of digital investments and the well-being of the people.
In a statement issued today, Kelly said the budget is a statement to the government's commitment to responsible fiscal management and continued priority for effective governance. He said overall the budget covered a wide spectrum in addressing issues concerning the rakyat and businesses. It has salient features that prioritize the welfare of the people, accelerate the nation's economy, attract more investments, help pave the way to new markets and embrace digital adoption. On the 18th of October, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim unveiled the budget 2025 with the largest allocation ever at 421 billion ringgit compared with 408 billion ringgit for 2024.
Gross exports in 2025 are anticipated to expand by 3.9% across all sectors, supported by improved performance in global trade as well as acceleration in the demand for electrical and electronics E&E products driven by the global technology upcycle. According to the Finance Ministry's Economic Outlook 2025, the growth is also attributed to Malaysia's position as among the major players in the global semiconductor supply chain, as well as higher exports for non-E&E products.
Exports of manufactured goods are projected to increase by 4%, resulting from rising demand for both E&E and non-E&E products, constituting shares of 46.3% and 53.7% respectively. The E&E products are poised to increase by 4.4%, contributed by a steady demand for semiconductor in tandem with the anticipated growth of 12.5% in the global semiconductor market. Concurrently, exports of non-E&E products are estimated to grow by 3.7%, contributed by higher demand, particularly for petroleum products, other manufacturers, chemicals and chemical products, as well as machinery, equipment and parts.
The ringgit is expected to trade sideways against the US dollar next week, moving in 4 ringgit 34 cent to 4 ringgit 35 cents range as markets await the US presidential election on the 5th of November. Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad Chief Economist Dr. Muhammad Afsanizam Abdul Rashid is of the view that markets will continue to remain cautious ahead of important US economic data.
Dr. Muhammad Afsanizam said important data points would be U.S. non-farm payrolls, which are expected to slow in growth to 140,000 in October versus 254,000 in September, and the jobless rate, which is likely to stay unchanged at 4.1% in October. He opined that the market has come to accept that the U.S. economy is still robust and the U.S. Federal Reserve would only ease its monetary policy gradually. The ringgit traded mixed against the greenback during the week amid uncertainty surrounding the outcome of the U.S. presidential election, geopolitical developments in West Asia, and the release of Malaysian inflation data that suggested that the monetary policy will remain status quo in the near term. On a Friday-to-Friday basis, the ringgit eased against the US dollar and traded mostly lower against other major currencies.
Still ahead, Japan votes with new PN on shaky ground. Japan voted on Sunday in its tightest election in years, with new Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba and his juggernaut Liberal Democratic Party facing potentially their worst results since 2009. Opinion surveys suggest the conservative LDP and its junior coalition partner risk falling short of a majority, a result that could deal a knockout blow to Ishiba.
The 67-year-old former defense minister took office and called a snap election after being narrowly selected last month to lead the LDP, which has governed Japan for almost all of the past 7 decades. But voters in the world's 4th largest economy have been rankled by rising prices and the fallout from a party's slush fund scandal that helped sink previous Premier Fumio Kishida. Several polls by Japanese media have found that the LDP and its coalition partner Komeito might struggle to get the 233 lower house seats needed for a majority. Ishiba has set this threshold as his objective, and missing it would undermine his position in the LDP and mean finding other coalition partners or leading a minority government. There are about 45,000 polling stations nationwide, and vote counting begins at 8 p.m. on Sunday.
Heavy fog engulfed China's capital city of Beijing and the city of Dezhou in East China's Shandong province between Friday and Saturday, with visibility even dropping to less than 50 meters in some areas.
The Beijing Meteorological Observatory on Friday issued a yellow alert for heavy fog, which prolonged in most areas of the capital city on Saturday morning. Due to the thick fog, sections of expressways in Beijing, such as Beijing-Shanghai, Beijing-Tianjin and Beijing-Harbin, were closed. The Shandong Provincial Meteorological Observatory also issued an orange alert for heavy fog, with Lingqing District and Pingwan County in Dezhou experiencing visibility of less than 200 meters, with some areas even having visibility below 50 meters. According to the Expressway Traffic Police Department of Dezhou, temporary traffic control measures were implemented at toll stations of the Beijing-Shanghai Expressway and the Bingzhou-Dezhou Expressway. The traffic control measures on the affected sections had been lifted were later lifted.
Coming up in sports, China's Zhang beats Kenin to claim Tokyo title. Stay with us. Olympic champion Zhang Qin hailed her newfound consistency after capturing her 3rd title of the year on Sunday, beating Sofia Kenin in the Pan-Pacific Open final in Tokyo. China's Zhang beat American Kenin 7-6, 6-3 to extend an impressive run of form this year for the world number 7.
The 22-year-old became the first Chinese player to win an Olympic singles tennis gold when she triumphed in Paris. Zhang, the top seed in Tokyo, kept her cool to edge a tight first set despite 2 rain delays before pressing home advantage to take the second comfortably. Backed by a large contingent of Chinese fans, the 22-year-old took control of the second set early. She closed it out when Kenin hit a return that was called in but overturned when Zhang successfully appealed. She hit a total of 16 aces to finally lift the trophy, having lost to Russia's Lyudmila Samsonova in the final 2 years.
Robert Lewandowski struck twice in 2 minutes as Barcelona crushed rivals Real Madrid 4-0 on Saturday, inflicting the Spanish champions' first La Liga defeat in over a year. Teenage winger Lamine Yamal and Rafinha completed the route, while Madrid superstar Kylian Mbappe had 2 goals ruled out for offside on a frustrating first Clásico appearance for Los Blancos, who now trail league leaders Barcelona by 6 points.
After a scoreless first half, Barcelona took the lead when Marc Casado slipped Lewandowski through, and with Madrid defender Ferland Mendy a step behind his teammates, the pole was onside. The 36-year-old slotted low past Lunin to silence the Bernabeu, and 2 minutes later he pounced again. Lewandowski headed home Alejandro Balde's cross to double Barcelona's advantage and net his 14th league goal in 11 games. Spain's Euro 2024 star Yamal plundered Barcelona's third by rifling home after the surging Rafinha teed him up, with Barcelona coach Hansi Flick celebrating jubilantly in the dugout. Rafinha completed the rout with a lob over Lunin to leave the Bernabeu reeling.
Kuching City FC recovered from the disappointment of losing their last 3 games by beating Kuala Lumpur City KL City FC 3-1 in a Super League match at the State Stadium in Kuching Saturday night.
Even though without 2 players after James Okowusa and Kipre Teche were given the marching orders in the second half of the match, it did not affect Kuching City's efforts to collect 3 valuable points. Earlier, James Okowusa put Kuching City in an early lead through a goal as early as the first minute before Petros Shitembi doubled the advantage in extra time of the first half. In the second half, KL City team captain Paulo Josu injected some morale into the team by narrowing the gap through a penalty in the 62nd minute. Chiche, however, ensured that Kuching City regained the lead for Kuching City FC with the team's third goal from a penalty in the 68th minute. Kuching City held on for the win, lifting them to 5th in the Super League standings with 18 points from 13 matches. KL City remained in 9th place, tallying 14 points from 13 games.
Elsewhere, Terengganu FC destroyed Perak FC's dream of collecting 3 points at home after the action at the Manjung Municipal Council Stadium ended in a 2-all draw. The draw keeps Terengganu in 4th with 18 points from 13 games, while Perak slipped to 7th with 16 points from 12 matches, ending their 3-game winning streak.
Perak managed by Yusri Chela took the lead through Luka Milunovic's penalty in the 8th minute after Clayton Da Silva was brought down in the penalty box. Stunned by the goal, Terengganu doubled the pressure and managed to equalise through Nelson Bonilla in the 44th minute. In the second half, Perak were once again awarded a penalty kick by match referee Razlan Joffrey Ali after watching the video replay of the assistant referee VAR, and Luciano Guaichokia completed the kick in the 56th minute. Big Muhammad Sharif Hasif Muhammad Lazim, however, emerged as Terengganu's hero after completing a penalty kick that was awarded in the 94th minute, thus destroying the home team's dream of winning at home.
Melaksanakan misi, mempertahan maruah, mencipta secara setia, pertemuan takkan jenta dengan asalkan membuat peluang terus tegakkan satu perjuangan, satu sorakan demi rencana di dada dalam memburu takkan keraguan, kekuatan bicara, membebaskan sampai kenangan.
That's it from us this evening. In our top story, 15,000 households lifted out of extreme poverty. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic night.